Hi, Todd Wente here with Path to Progress for April 12th, I think? Yeah, 12th. I'm losing track of days. What a wonderful way to be, right? Be in a situation where every day feels like an adventure and you lose track of days. April 12th, doing this a little later in the day, but hopefully that's not too much of a problem. Some of you will catch this maybe tomorrow morning. Wanted to spend a little bit of time extending out some of the conversation that we were having around the idea of the rules. We shared some of the rules, the one who adapts has the power, be nice, play nice, obey, respect the first request. One of the rules that I absolutely love, is a relatively recent rule that I have developed, that I have determined is really important. And that rule is all unhappiness comes from unmet expectations. I've talked about it here on this channel a number of times, but I think it's really important to talk about that in context of progress. Not just because it matters in the way that we handle things with other people, making sure we understand their expectations, making sure that they understand ours, and being able to make sure that those things either line up or that we have conversations around them at least. But more importantly than that, I think it's that let me rephrase. I think that what I have found in my own life is when I am dissatisfied, it's because my expectations are unrealistic. Unrealistic expectations for an individual who is bent on progress can be not just detrimental, but life destroying. I think that for many of us, let me rephrase. For me, when my expectations of myself become too big, and don't take into account things like what my current abilities are, what my current resources are, what my current energy levels are. When I build expectations that don't take into account all of those factors, generally I'm disappointed. And when I'm disappointed, then that starts a spiral, and my ability to do even more goes down even faster. Making progress is at least for me, making progress seems to be a delicate balance between doing a little more and setting my expectations such that when I have done enough, I give myself the opportunity to rest. I don't do that very well most days. And over the last several months, this has been a real challenge. So, and every avenue that we pursue, every aspect of our lives, will have different energy levels, different capability levels, different expectation levels. And so that's entirely appropriate, to adjust based on where we're at with different things. I just know that, in the same way that all unhappiness comes from unmet expectations, it is easy to build expectations too high when we are not taking into account all of those other pieces. So balancing those two around expectations is really important. That's why the rule for me is so important. I hope this has been useful. It's certainly something that I've been thinking about a lot as I've been thinking about the rules, right? And hopefully it becomes, useful for you as well if you've decided to watch this. If it's been useful, share it around. Let's get more people coming with us on the path to progress. In the meantime, this has been the Path to Progress. My name is Todd Wente. Nullum diem. We'll see you next time.